Okay, so we're going to be going over your second strike requirements. This is for your Kihon. So Ryland's going to be in his Zenkutsudachi Kamae, his front stance, Kiai. Good. Okay, so we're going to start off with Yakusuki. So he's going to have his reverse punch. So right now he's got his left leg in the front and his right leg is punching. Ryland's going to step up and punch with the other hand. 1. Notice that he keeps the shoulders squared, body in the front, hand pulled back, other hand extended forward. Good. Now notice he's got opposite leg, opposite hand. Now he's got the right leg in the front and the left hand is punching. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good job. Kiai on that 5th count. And then he's going to turn around and down block. Good. Now he's going to do it 5 more times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and again, Kiai on the 5th count. 4 and 5, Kiai. Good job. Turn around, down block. So after every round, or half lap, or whatever you want to call it, after every 5th count, when you turn around, or mawate, when the sensei would say mawate, you turn around and down block into your kamaite. This is a basic fighting stance. And as a white belt, we're doing the most basic fighting stance, right? Okay, now we're going to be doing oisuki. This is your lunge punch. So this is punching with the same side of your body. So if the right leg is in the front, that means the right hand is going to be punching. Oisuki, 1, 2, and 3. We're just going to do 3 counts right now instead of 5. Okay, and turn around, down block. Good. Okay, and then he would do 3 again. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 1, 2, 3, Kiai. Mawate. Good. Okay, now we're going to move forward into your blocks. So he's going to step up and up block. Agiuke. 1. Good. Now, when I mentioned before, your up block looks a little different from a horse stance versus a front stance. Since he's in a front stance, these are a couple of details that you want to understand. First of all, he's in what we call hamni position. We kind of mentioned that earlier in previous videos. Hamni position is where his belly button is kind of turned about 45 degrees off to the side. So in this case, he has his front foot pointing toward the front, and so is his front knee. That is an always, okay? So the knee and the toes are always, knee is always bent, and is always pointing toward the front. Always, regardless whether you're facing the front or you're in hamni position. Now, because he's in hamni, he also wants his hip to be aligned with his knee, his shoulder to be aligned with his hip, his elbow to be aligned with his shoulder. So you notice the elbow, shoulder, hip, knee, and toes are all aligned. So if we were to draw an imaginary line, all of these points are in the direction of that imaginary line. They all align together. And Ryland is making contact with this part of the forearm now, okay, that thicker part of the forearm. So his body is turned. Back leg is still slightly bent for connection to the ground. And 2, step up, up block. So notice he drives his body forward. So it's kind of the difference. Turn the face aside. If he were squared, square your body. Notice that he doesn't get to drive as much, even if he has that knee bent. Now he's going to drive his body forward. Now he can drive that arm a lot further into the body. Okay? Ready? And 3, Kiai. Good. Now notice as he brings his hand down and he goes for the next motion. Turn around, down block, Kiai. And 1. Good. Keeping that head up, back straight. 2. And 3, Kiai. Mawate, Kiai. Every time you turn, always do a Kiai because you're preparing for your next motion or your move. It's kind of like I'm preparing for my fight. Step up, Gedanbarai, down block. 1. Good. Notice he brings the hand all the way up and down, just like as he did in his horse stance. Again, we're going to be in hamni position. Now, really, really similar to the up block. The toes, the knees, the hips, the shoulders, the elbows, and the hand are all aligned. Your hand is just over your knee. So it makes contact right here, and then it sweeps out of the way. And 2. Good. What I like to tell the students is imagine you got a big old thick rubber band wrapping around both of your knees. And he wants to, instead of having his legs being squished, he wants to open up those knees and open up that body. All right. One person once told me, it was actually Rick Houghton sensei from Sunday Morning Keiko. He described it as, imagine a bubble compressing against your body. And if the bubble was squeezing and compressing against my body, I would need to open up that entire bubble with my entire body. So now, instead of just blocking like this, I'm using my entire body to block. And next move. Good. Mawate. Hey. And 1, 2, 3, kiai. Mawate. Good. Okay, hands out to the side. Maigeri kiage, front kick with the rising snap. 1, 2, and 3 kiai. Good. Again, typically as a white belt, you're doing counts of 5. We're just doing counts of 3 for a matter of space and time. Turn around. 1, 2, 3 kiai. Good. Make sure you still have that pendulum action swinging up. Turn around. Maigeri kikomi, front kick with a thrust. So try to notice the difference between swinging the foot up and driving the foot forward. And 1. Good. Still pushing off with that base leg. 2. Push. And 3. Push. Good. Mawate. Now notice, if you have a partner, you can kind of push where their hip is. Not super hard because you don't want them to do something like that. Just a light, gentle push, giving them that feeling of, I need to push off from my base leg. Maigeri kikomi. 1. Push. And I push the second their knee comes up. The knee comes up, I push and extends everything out. 2, push. 3, push. Mamate. Good job, and relax. So that's it for your second stripe. Good job, guys.